Happy Canada Day, folks. Yesterday was the 150th anniversary of Canada becoming a country. So I hope that everybody was able to enjoy the day and have fun. I know some parts of Canada it was kind of crappy out, and even later in the afternoon it started raining here and lasted throughout the evening. Still, I managed to enjoy my time with my wife. Anyways, I'll get straight to the point here. Last week, I posted the blog in which I reviewed the RPG Mutant Crawl Classic. Now, you can call this particular blog a clarification, an explanation, an apology, or a cop-out, whatever you so desire. I just felt that I should clarify a few things. It turns out that particular review has generated a lot of controversy because of the one statement I made. I fucking hated the art. And I made that clear. I had quite a few people comment on the various Facebook pages where I posted the review, and pretty much all were shocked by my very simple statement, despite the fact that I gave it a 5 out of 5. So let me clarify a few things about this particular statement, which has generated so much controversy. First, I will stand by what I said. I hated the art. When it comes right down to it, I am an art snob, and I have very high standards of what I consider to be good artwork. Nearly all the commissions I have purchased over the past several years have been from a single artist named Alfonso Mesa. He has never failed to impress me and has always charged reasonable rates. And a lot of other people have been impressed by his work as well, and as such he's managed to get quite a few additional commissions. Anyways, I've always disliked the style of art used in the old school rule games, even back in the day when I first got into Dungeons & Dragons. I have stated over my various blogs numerous times that just because you're doing art for a retro or an old school rule game doesn't mean that it has to be or emulate crappy art. A friend of mine happened to come to my defense and stated that back in the day many publishing houses, aka TSR, couldn't afford the art, and many of the artists probably did the work for free. And many of these artists were, or just had gotten out of art school, or were just beginning their careers. Many of these artists have since gone on to have very successful and built amazing careers. Not quite the same today, although many smaller publishing houses can't afford high-end art, and that's true in a lot of cases. Now, it will shock a lot of people, but I'm going to say this anyhow. The people who did the art that I hated, well, they are talented. They have their own unique style, and whereas I write and design various games or novels, what have you, stories, they drew art. They got paid for their work, which automatically makes it great in my view. If I was tempted to try to do any kind of art, at best, I'd do stick figures, and no one would ever want to purchase my so-called artistic crap. And it would be crap. I will be the first to admit it. The fact that they have a talent which I do not possess and get paid for it means the 1 in 100 persons, me, who didn't like their art, my personal opinion means absolutely nothing. Not a damn thing. They can look at the statement where I said I hated their fucking art and be smug and realize what I said about being published, their work being published and paid for automatically makes my statement null and void. And it does. They got paid to do the work. It makes them professionals, and it automatically, they can look down upon what I say and just snort, and I expect them to do so. When it comes right down to it, folks, it's all a matter of personal taste. I don't like it, but it doesn't mean that the vast majority of people out there have the same opinion. Obviously, they don't, considering the kind of feedback I got. Just look at the overall review in which I gave the game itself a 5 out of 5. When it comes right down to it, that is what is most important. I gave the game an awesome review. I said what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, which was very little. And you know what? It's a great game. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. I'll also mention a comment which was deleted by the poster on my video. The one that I posted last week, just after I posted the actual text blog. The name of the user who posted, well, his name speaks volumes. The Space Turd. Really? think about that. So, should I put any stock into the comments made by a person using such a handle? I really don't think so. Still, to summarize the comment, which he, maybe she, deleted because it had to be approved, was mocking me because I hated the art. I couldn't read the whole statement, but the person started a sentence with, considering what you use. And that's as far as I could read, since the original comment was deleted. I'm guessing here, but I have a feeling that he was going to say, considering what you use in your Wisdom from the Wastelands is probably the most likely statement. Well, I never said I like the art, but I am not the guy who picks and chooses. For the most part, there have been a few times where I did, the art that we use. We, Skirmisher, use a lot of free stock art for publications, and Mike modifies them to suit the various publications. If I had a choice and the cash, I would use folks like Alfonso to do all the work. So, like old days, Skirmisher uses what it can afford. Stock art or free images. And that's all I have to say when it comes right down to it. That's it. Pretty short and blunt and brutal, or, well, whatever you want to think about it. Just like last week, I had wanted to go over and talk about various things when it comes to the upcoming game Starfinder. I've posted a lot of blogs right from Piazzo on my Facebook page, and I wanted to go through and make my comments and observations about these. If I did, however, this blog would be at least 35 minutes or longer, and frankly, when it comes right down to it, even I don't have that much of an attention span. So, maybe next week? One thing, though, I will mention, and I almost forgot about it, is I am reposting my epic Buck Who. I'll be doing so a chapter a week every Friday or Saturday night. I'm also publishing this on the fanfiction's sister site called Fiction Press. Of course, I'm hoping to generate interest in the novel by doing so. And that's it. So once again, happy Canada Day and 4th of July to my American readers and viewers. Enjoy the hell out of the days and stay happy and stay safe. Later.